Hey everybody, this is a tutorial for the Weldar Clockwork shot as both Solo Kazooie and Banjo. The shot is done differently in any percent new DCW or 100%, so this is both ways. So first off, what you want to do with Solo Kazooie is run down here with camera fully zoomed in and get yourself lined up on this wall. Now, you want to make a parallel clockwork shot through the side of this ladder here, and what you need to do is get yourself in the right position first off. So, first off, how I like having Kazooie, let's get my little right arrow going here, is you want to have the back of Kazooie's talon kind of into the black next to this brown pipe. If it's over like this, that's a little too much over, and over here is a little too much in. So if it's like slightly over, kind of like this, then that should be good. So let's have a see up and have a look. And you'll see a crack that looks a little bit like this. Now, this is a little too thin for me, but a shot like this should work when you go through. So what you want to do is on the ladder here, you have like a rung on the ladder right here that goes along here, and you have another one here. Now, Solo Kazooie, you want to aim right in the middle, like right in the very middle, like right about there. So if you aim that way and manage to get your clockwork to go through once you got it all set up and stuff, aim your clockwork, and it picks up the Jiggy. If you want a little bit of a thicker crack than that, you might have a little bit easier time getting it through. For example, if you were C-upping like this, I probably wouldn't take this. Your clockwork or your ice egg will go through with this kind of crack eventually, depending on where you aim, but it's a lot harder. So a crack like this right here is what you're looking for. And for that, again, Kazooie's foot is like, I mean, it's basically pixels at this point, but pretty much you just want to aim right in the middle, like this, and just go ahead and shoot. And my clockwork, or my Jiggy isn't there anymore, so it's not working. This is a tutorial for the Weldar Jiggy as Banjo+Kazooie now. We just went over the Kazooie only method, so now we're on Banjo. So this method is very much the same in how you set it up. Zoom your camera all the way in, and you kind of want your talon on the same little spot on the ground. Now, Banjo and Kazooie sits a little higher than just Kazooie alone, so your ladder might look a little bit different. So when you aim your talon up over here, just a little bit more to the right, again, like I said in the Kazooie method, we want Kazooie's, the back of Kazooie's foot kind of towing the line there. So that way you have the right position for your shot. So this kind of looks something like this. So this is again a bit thicker of a crack. So if you want to line up with a centered cursor like I know some people do, then you can. But if it's a little too thick, you can always move your cursor off to the side and just kind of aim to the right. Now before, we aimed up here in the middle of these two rungs, but now we want to aim just below the corner of this bottom one. Again, because Banjo and Kazooie is a little bit higher on the ground than Solo Kazooie, we need to aim a little bit lower to make up for that. So if you try and get your egg through right here on the corner, this should be good. Now you always have to aim a little lower than you think. For example, if you're right out here on the corner, just aim your cursor down just a little bit so you're more next to where the bottom of the corner is. So it's like this is the very corner right here. You want to aim so like the middle of your cursor here is more down here. So that'll guarantee a better shot for the most part. So line up your shot, make sure your egg goes through, make sure it goes through, eventually. I can't hold hold my stick very still, so it always goes through once. And then when you're all aimed up, shoot your clockwork, and it will pick it up every time.